Hi everyone! Welcome to episode 48 of Annijuuti Knits. Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel Annijuuti Knits. This is my podcast where I talk about my knitting and my new designs, and you're most welcome here. You can find me on Instagram as Annijuuti Knits and on Ravelry as Annijuuti. But if you have something you'd like to tell me or you'd like to ask, please please contact me via Instagram DM or just send me an email to annijuutiknits@gmail.com. So I will get back to you as soon as I can. All right, big news today. Today is the day when Tankar tea is releasing. I'm not wearing it today, but I will put a picture here for you to see. And you've seen it a million times if you have been here before. So I will stop talking about it for now. And yeah. So for the first weekend, you can grab your copy 15% off using a code Tankar15, and there on Ravelry you can have 15% off of that pattern. So please go and grab your copy. I've been so excited to see all the hype, all the excitement towards my pattern. So I'm finally releasing it, and I'm very happy that it's out, and I'm sure I will be wearing it a ton. I've already been wearing it quite a few times. So I'm excited for you to have your own Tankar tea. And regarding that pattern, I am starting a Tankar tea cal knit along, and I'll pop the hashtag here. You can use the hashtag Tankar tea cal in your Instagram posts, and you will be eligible to win some prizes after the knit along. So the knit along starts from the release date, the 2nd of June, and it will last until the August 31st. So if you are making your own Tankar tea, just use the hashtag Tankar tea cal, and you'll be in for some prizes. Yeah, that's about it. I have been so excited of summer knitting that I already started another design, but I will show that later on in today's episode. First, we go into few whips. I don't have anything finished for today. I have been working on a couple of whips almost exclusively, so I haven't really touched on the ones that I had already been working on since I last spoke to you, but I have some exciting things to share. What else did I have to mention? I have a new newsletter. So, if you were previously on my test knitters list, I have turned that list into a newsletter because I really needed a place where I can share my pattern releases and tell you a little bit more about myself. And I thought that that's a good way to connect with you all. So if you haven't subscribed to my test knitters list, please go and sign up to my newsletter. I will be sharing some discount codes for always for a new pattern release. So the newsletter discount will always beat the one that I am publicly showing on Instagram. So if you want to get exclusive discounts, please subscribe to my newsletter. I will also be announcing all the test knits there. Sorry. I will be also announcing my test knits there, so if you are interested in test knitting for me in the future, please go and subscribe to the newsletter via the link down in the description box below. I think that was all the admin stuff. I have started a couple of new things, but I will quickly show you or update you about the ones that you already seen. I'm not going to show everything because there's no point. I haven't really been working on more than a couple of projects, so I will just quickly show you a couple of things. And the first one is the Coastland shawl. So it's a triangular shawl. You basically work it from bottom up, and it will eventually be a long triangular shawl that has this shell motif on the side. And it's just a fun panel going up on the side of the shawl. I am using linen quill to make this, and I am hoping, if my calculations are correct, I will be fine with 3 skeins, but it's a rather big shawl. I have already written the pattern almost until the end of this shawl. I will do the final writing when I'm there when I am finalizing my shawl. So I have written it, and I did make it a little bit smaller because I'm in a fear that 3 skeins is not enough, and I'm a tight knitter usually, so I am playing it safe and making it a little bit smaller. So I took 5 repeats out from the bottom, so it's going to be that much smaller in the pattern. Also, because my gauge is a bit bigger than my original idea was when I made the swatch and when I made my calculations, I was aiming for 125 maybe for the no, I don't remember. I have the numbers somewhere, but this is much wider than that, so I did take 5 repeats out so that it would match the vision that I had, and also 3 skeins would be enough yarn. But yeah, if you are interested in preview knitting it, I think I'm not going to host like a big test knit for this one. I already have one volunteer to make this, but if you like, I could get you started, and if you don't mind, for a little bit longer test period, so that I can then finalize the last 35 rounds for this shawl. So if you are interested, pop me an email or send me a message on Instagram, and I will get you started with a shawl like this. But yeah, it's a very loose gauge. I really enjoy the drape of this yarn, and I really like working with linen quill. It's a bit, sometimes you can see like the fluff is going everywhere. I think it's the linen that leaves all the hairs behind, but nevertheless, it has been a pleasure to work with, and I've been really enjoying working on that. Okay, the next project you also saw last time, it's the Zweig sweater, and I was contemplating whether to show it or not because it really hasn't grown a lot, but I think it's such a beautiful design that it deserves to be shown. So here it is. I've been only working like maybe an hour or two, so there is just a little bit. Here's my marker. So yeah, it really hasn't grown that much. I'm using the yarn from 2 different Finnish dyers. Kettu Yarns. Jana has dyed this fog colorway. This is Kettu Yarns, this lighter one, and the brown one is Ruskanlehti, and the colorway is called Konjakki. And I'm really enjoying this. I have a feeling that this will be my knitting festival project because it's just stockinette with very small needles and fingering weight yarn, so it might take a while to finish. I opted for a plain body and plain sleeves because I don't want to make those cable details. They are beautiful, but I just don't want to do that. I just rather knit in the round, mindless stockinette. So that's my choice. I don't think I will be showing this before I have done major progress on it. So maybe not in a next couple of times that I'm going to film. I totally forgot to mention what I'm wearing, and so let's do that. This is the Lines Summertop by Rust Knitwear, and I did test knit this for her. Is it already almost 2 years ago? Probably. It was it? I think it was summer 21 or something like that when I did. Oh, it has to be, because I made this top and it turned out a bit big. I'm using a cotton and bamboo blend, and with cotton and bamboo it's very drapey, it's very heavy, and it stretched more than what I anticipated it would. And I actually sent this to my friend. She lives in Israel, and I did ask some measurements of her and I made it accordingly, but the package never reached her. And 8 months later, the package came back unopened, and it had been sitting in a postal office somewhere in Israel, but she never had a notification that she had a package there. So it came back and I washed it, and then I decided that I'll just wear it tucked into my pants, so it doesn't matter if it's a bit drapey, because it's quite heavy cotton. It's otherwise it's just like, it looks bulky, but I find that if I'm wearing it with like a cardigan like today, it looks fine, even though it's a little bit big and the armholes are a bit droopy, but I can manage. I usually wear a tank top or a camisole underneath anyway, so I don't mind. And I don't like to have my arms exposed anyway, so wearing it with a cardigan or just a button-up shirt or something, and it works fine. So Maya, I'm sorry. It was supposed to be yours, but now it's mine. Yeah, I took it back because it went on a trip around the world and it came back to me. So it would be a shame not to wear it. All right, the next project is the sock that I showed you last time. This is just a sock. Maybe we could call it the sock design, because I don't know, I will be writing it up at some point, but not right now. I just really wanted to make a sock. So this is the sock. It has a slip stitch toe and slip stitch heel, flapping gussets, and also some ribbing detail down the back. I finished it off with a sewn bind off. I think it looks neat, and yeah, the yarn is Camijo yarn, Camijo's favorite mug colorway. It's this perfect minty green with some specks or speckles, and it has like this, I can't decide if it's like a feather, what is it called? Plumage. I don't know how to say it in English. Plumage. I don't know. Or if it looks like scales of a fish. What do you think? Do you get feathers or do you get scales? And if you do, have a name for it, please let me know, because I'm, like, I'm the worst with names. They just don't come naturally for me, and it's really hard. It's really hard coming up with names all the time. So feel free to leave your suggestion down below, and I will take that into consideration. But yeah, I didn't start the second sock, so this is what happens. I make one, I cast it off, and I cast another pair of socks rather than start the second pair for the current project. But this time I did need the needles, so I just quickly finished off those socks, and I needed the needles for a pair of stripy socks. If you follow my Instagram, you probably have seen that I have a knit along for stripy socks, raitasukkaralli, and it means stripy sock race in English. But I think the name was so catchy that I had it already last year. So this year, raitasukkaralli 23 is the hashtag we're using. Whips are allowed. Whips, finished objects, you name it. White stripes, thin stripes, stripes and lace, stripes and color work, everything goes. If it has stripes and it is a sock, it goes. So use the hashtag raitasukkaralli23 and you can participate on my knit along. So I wanted to make a little tutorial video for stripy socks. So I did already film the old Norwegian cast on or German twisted cast on, and I did also film the bit for the jogless stripe. Doesn't really look that neat now, but I think it's the neps that make it a little bit more messy looking. So I would still need to make the slip stitch heel flap. I'm going to film the Dutch turn, so the box heel, and then picking up stitches and all that jazz. So I had to start these socks, and I don't know, with me you never know how much I get done before something else tickles my pickle, and I forget about what I was doing. So I don't know. I have done the first sock until here, and I am using the Regia. My son ripped the ball band. I don't have it, but it's the tweed thing, a 4-ply tweed, something like that. So the contrast is just a hand-dyed wool sock yarn. I've won it in a Instagram giveaway or something, and I have made the winter's crest socks with this yarn already, and I had a little bit left, so I decided to pair it with the little bit speckled gray, and I think they're a fun combo. It really lifts up the gray, these colors. So yeah, stripy socks, always stripy socks. And if you like socks like I do, you can definitely make some stripy socks, and feel free to dip into other knit-alongs that are going on. It's all good. And if you love making socks, keep making them, and just pop the hashtag Raitasukkaralli23 on there. Okay, what next? I think I only have one project left. This is my guilty pleasure sparkling water or mineral water with sparks and lemon flavor. That's what I drink most days, and it always has to be in these little balls, little bottles, because that's the way I like it. So I don't drink sodas or other fizzy drinks, just the mineral water with lemon taste. That's my go-to beverage for every day. Okay, what else? I have notes here. Okay, so I think we only have one more thing to show today. I still have a lot of work to do, so I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. I will show you next what I've been working on the last week, or a little bit less than a week. Since I finished my Tankar tee, I've been wearing it a lot. I really enjoy the fit of it. It's exactly what I wanted. And I did order another sweater quantity or t-shirt quantity of yarn. I have shown it already before, but my problem was that this yarn that I ordered is a little bit thinner than the drop bell that I made my Tankar tee in. I have here a nugget of bell if it didn't go anywhere. At least I have the green one here. So this is drops bell. Can you tell? They are significantly different thicknesses. And I made a swatch, and I felt that it's more open gauge, and with the garter details on Tankar tee, I don't think it would have just stretched out the garter bits. So I decided that I won't be making a Tankar tee with this yarn, but I really wanted to have another t-shirt, and I had the white because I think white is very versatile during the summer. It goes with everything, and it can be dressed up or dressed down, and yeah, I wanted to have a tea and I didn't want it to be Tankar tea. But I am using the same shape than my Tankar tea. But this time I'm adding a little sleeve. I've done the shaping and now I'm just in the body. So this is the plain tee. I didn't have the ribbing details and the boat neck. I have a similar shoulder construction minus the ribbing. So I just have the short rows there. And I did make a little bit smaller neckline and I added just a tiny bit of ribbing with the sewn bind off, and I did the sewn bind off on the sleeves as well. So this is going to be the Lotus Lake tee. If you are familiar with my Lotus Lake socks, I'll pop a picture here. I really love the lace. And I actually have had an original idea that I would like to incorporate that lace into a summer tee. But I wanted to make a simple tee first, which was my Tankar tee. And now I am making a cropped t-shirt with a similar shape. So a dropped shoulder with shaping so that it reduces all the excess fabric around your armpits. And then the lace will be the finishing touch on the hem. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. And this has been actually a pretty fast going project. I did write up the pattern already. This uses the same gauge, 21 stitches, but it's looser gauge. So you could go with either sport or DK weight yarn. I feel like this Tencel cotton is more sport than a DK. I do get the 21 stitch gauge, but it's more airy and drapey. And I think it works with the lace really well because then you can open it up and it drapes really well down the hem. That's what I'm imagining. And yeah, the pattern is already been written, and because I'm aiming to release this as soon as possible, I already asked the tester group of Tankar tea if someone would be interested, and I got most the sizes covered with my test group. But if you are size 1, which is 33, I'll put the measurement here. Size 1, I don't have a tester for. It's 84 centimeters. And then I have sizes 9, 10, and 11. So 40, I'll put the details here. I can't remember them by heart. But because this is a little bit different stitch counts, the lace repeat was determining the circumferences. So I have 11 sizes instead of 10, and they are from 33 inches to 63 inches, I believe. So 84 centimeters to 160 centimeters. So if you are interested in testing it, it will start shortly. And sizes 1, 9, 10, and 11 are missing testers. So send me a message on Instagram or email me on Annijuuti Knits, annijuutiknits@gmail.com. Whew, that was again a little bit of a struggle. So if you are interested, please hit me with an email or an Instagram message, and I will get you sorted for this test knit. So yeah, that's what's happening here. I I'm really excited about this project. I very rarely knit anything exclusively, but the last 5 days I've been only working on this, except at work where I have my handbag project, but otherwise this is the one that I've been working on, and I really like the drape of this fabric. It feels very soft. It's 33% cotton, 67% tensile, so it is a very soft and drapey fabric what it creates. But yeah, that's what's happening here. Thank you already so much for the support of my Tankar tea release, and I'm very happy to see your projects coming up to my feed, and I really hope you enjoy knitting my patterns. And thank you so much for being here. Please leave me a comment if you have a suggestion for the name, or if you just want to say hi. I'm gladly always reading all the comments, and the positive feedback has already always been so great. Oh, one more thing. We did hit more than 3,000 subs here on YouTube, actually already a couple of weeks ago. Thank you, my podcaster friends Inga and Selma and Amy, for mentioning me. I think that pushed me over the edge of 3,000 subscribers. I couldn't be happier. I'm so thankful for all of you. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and please give me a like if this is something that you enjoy watching, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I will leave you here. Happy knitting, and I will see you next time. Bye!